Welcome to Visiting Adventure 3 Beginner's Guide. No, wait, 3? 3? Wait a minute.
3.
Okay, I would definitely not try to pronounce that. Well, never mind, let's get on with the tutorial. You might have come to this video because of this one. If you haven't seen it, you can get it here. Before I show you how this game works, I need to set some rules up first. And when you ask why add rules to a tutorial, and that's because I played the game, asked someone to help me, and he said, if I help you, I will ruin the game for you, because the game is about finding things and not getting help from someone to find it. But I think it's also irritating you try to find the spell, but you can't, because no one wants to help you. And that's why I made this video. And why I will make some rules. So I won't ruin your fun by playing this game. So rule number 1, I will show you how to get spells and how the mechanics works, but I won't show you how to get the specific spell. And yeah, actually it's just that. So let's begin. I will first explain the movement system. So if you want to fly, you need to press 1 to equip your wand, and then press W twice to fly. Just remember, if you fly, it costs mana. You can see mana up here, and if you have no mana, you will fall down because you have no mana to fly. And if it happens that you are out of sea when you fly and have no mana to fall down, you will take damage of the water. So if you are in water without any mana, you can just jump to get out of the water. Or just take less damage over time in that period where you are in the water. To dodge spells, just click R to roll. Just be careful, this action costs extremely much mana. By pressing F you can also block incoming spells. Okay, now we are finished with the kind of boring part, movement system. Now we can begin with the more interesting part, spells. So, how to get them, how to cast them, and how to combine them. And surely how to find them also. So first things first, you can unlock or learn spells by these kind of books. They are hidden around the map. The only problem with these are that sometimes to unlock a spell by this kind of books you need victories. I will show you sooner in the video how to get victories. But learning spells from books isn't the only possibility to get spells. There are many different ways. For example, getting one after a boss fight or stuff like that. So now you know how to get a spell. But how do I use a spell? It's simple. Take a wand, click enter, and you will see all the spells you can use. You can click the number of the spell, and then voila! You have casted the spell. Remember clicking in that direction you want to shoot, right? When you click enter, you will see you have already some spells at the beginning of the game, but not as many as I have. For that you need to play the game a little. If you want to equip a spell, click on the question mark. From there a menu will appear. Click off list of spells. In this menu you can see every spell you own and read the description. If you want to equip a spell, just click on it. I take Tyr as an example. So just click on the slot you want to equip it on. For example, I take Tyr on 2. Close the menu, and when you take the wand and press enter, you can see Tyr is equipped on 2. And if I click 2, you can see that it is equipped with this mark here. So it basically just shows you that you have that spell equipped, and if you shoot the spell or use it, it won't be displayed anymore because you don't have it equipped anymore. So you need to click 2 again if you want to use Tyr again, for example. But hey, This isn't so hard to understand. I am just not so good in English. But what the heck? I hope you still understand what I'm saying, even if it's a little bit complex. So, now it's the time to combine spells. You know that Archie, when you equip it, it shoots a projectile. You know also that Dio makes a stone wall. But if you combine them, it makes an even new spell with a new name. See? And that way you can have much fun by playing around and building complex spells. But this fun with spells does not end here. But before we get to that, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and maybe get notified if you want more cool videos like this one. The last thing you can do with spells is to cast the spell on another way. You can cast it with your wand or with your hand, and that makes two different effects. So for example, we make a stone wall with Dio and try to destroy it with Archie. When we shoot it with a projectile, only a small part of the wall destroys, but if I cast Archie with my hand, the whole wall will be destroyed because it is a new effect of that spell. So let's see it again. You shoot it with your projectile, and when you press Q with the same spell, the spell will be converted over to a melee weapon. And the same thing is for the spell which is combined with Archie and Dio. If you press Q, it will get another version of the same spell which has a new effect. So it's basically just a new spell with the same spell, so you can cast it two ways, and that's actually quite nice. And when you can combine spells and shoot them with your hand, you can make quite many spells. When you are in a trail where you get a Victories, just a quick info for that is that you will recover stamina a little bit slower. I think maybe sometimes also in combat, I'm not sure. Well, the thing is, when you recover slower stamina, you must remember not to use all your spells that cost extremely much mana. So, for example, Archie, it's does not cost stamina to use, so use it sometimes if you recover stamina quite slow. Every person's wand has a core ability. When you press E, you activate it. You need to hold your wand and press E to activate it, since it's the wand special ability. So, and Maya is seeing everything on Wingard's map. Yours could maybe be something else. It's totally random. If you want the stats of your wand, click on the question mark, click on my wand, and you get everything. You can even reroll if you want. So now we are finished with spells. Let's begin with trials and how to get victories. So, to get victories you need to win a trial. And these kind of trials only begin when there are 3 players online on one server, and that's quite hard because there aren't so many players. But we can change that, right? Just invite some of your friends or something like that. Or just take other accounts on the server to grind victories if you need that. Trials are quite easy to understand. The trial also explains what it's about before the trial begins and what your role are in the trial, so I don't need to explain that right now. And yeah, you need victories to learn specific spells, and that's it. We're now finished with trials, but what about sailing? You need it for exploring and get money, so that's quite important. The first thing obvious you want to do if you want to sail, you need to spawn your ship, and it's by the dock on the main island. Go to this kind of spawn pad, press E, and you can spawn your small ship. You will see you can spawn other ships. Those cost coins and cargo shipments. Cargo shipments is just a kind of log for a ship that just says, okay, you need to ship 100 cargo shipments, cargo to another haven and sell them there, and for each cargo you sell, you get 1 cargo shipment. And that's just like a lock that you not just must pay money, you must also have completed the requirements. So there are 2 requirements to buy a ship: coins and how many cargoes you have sold in your lifetime. So the way you buy and sell cargo is here. You buy the cargo here for 5 cash, and then you go over to the next haven and sell it on the platon that is empty. Like this one, but I can't sell it in my own haven where I bought it from. And here you can see the price of grants cargo. So 1 cargo sells in Isles of Marrow for 12 coins, but it's only grants, so don't try to mess around that you think it's stones and then you think you get much more coins than you in reality get. Yeah, and you must also think that Isles of Marrow, you get more coins there, but it's farther away, so it may be smarter to go to an island that's closer on, but gives you less coins, but that's much faster, and you can do it more times and get more coins, because you don't need to stand AFK in quite a long time. This is, I would say, the most boring part of this game. So just take your cargo and go over to your ship and then spawn it, because then you will be teleported with your cargo over there. It only makes sense to do this when you have a small ship and only 1 cargo deposit. When you steer your ship, you can see that there are many signs for the different islands, but there are also other islands that isn't marked. Remember, it's an important part of the game to explore and find new spells, so shipping around and finding new and exploring new islands is an important part of the game, so do that also. Also remember to talk to all the NPCs, they tell you interesting backstories and give you hints to where things might be hidden. Well, that was everything for today for the beginner's guide. If you want to learn other things like making potions and stuff, or more advanced tips, check out my another video that will pop up here. And for everything else, you know what to do.